Yeah. Straight Uncensored, we back in the building. I still got the homie Kid in the building. Y'all show us some love. You already know what time it is.
What it do? 2-6 and...
Absolutely. So listen, before the break, you know what I mean, we left off where you was talking about there was some cat from the Ville that offered y'all a place to stay while you was in New York.
Offer Rick a place to stay. You know what I mean?
Oh,
offer Rick,
okay.
yeah, offer Rick a place to stay. I was good in the hood. You know what I mean? Like, Rick wanted to stay somewhere more safer. You know what I mean? So I did that off the strength of my homeboy wanting to be somewhat more comfortable. You know what I mean? So yeah, we get off the train, we get to this, I guess, a off-campus dorm type spot, and it's therapist. And I've seen his face before, but I didn't know him still. You know what I mean? So as soon as I get in there, he's like, yo, kid, what's good, man? I remember you with the battle shit. Boy, we finna get lit up here. This shit finna be like that. I'm like, we? You know what I mean? Like, we came here to rest. You know, like, I didn't say you could roll. You know what I mean? Like, but he had the whole game plan laid out. Yeah, man, I'm gonna skip school. And, you know what I mean? I'm gonna roll with y'all. Y'all ain't gotta take the train. Y'all ain't gotta do this.
This is therapist talk.
This is cold talking. Therapist at the time. Y'all ain't gotta take the train. None of that. I drive my car. Y'all ain't gotta give me no gas. Nothing. So I, pull Rick to the side, like, yo, what's up with your mans? Like, he inviting himself and shit. Like, I told you I don't want to be responsible. I said, y'all ain't been out in New York yet. And he up here, but I don't think, the way he talking, I don't think he been around the city. I don't want to be responsible for nobody else out here. I already got to look out for y'all. My people got to move out with me with y'all. This shit could get a little crazy. Man, let him roll. Rick being the angel of fucking 2-6, you know what I mean? So I'm like, we do got this unwritten brotherhood in Fayetteville, you know what I mean? So, boom, it is what it is. He rolling with us, you know what I mean? And when I said that, I got JR with me, I got Rick with me, so now I got therapists with me. We're gonna do this, And I realized even at that moment, like, fuck, now I gotta ask Guns, is it okay if I bring another nigga? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Going out on a limb.
We all been on those type of situations.
Facts, right? So, but that's still that brotherhood, If you my man's, you my man's. We good, you know what I mean? So I take a nap, we take a nap, we get up the next day, we go, every time I'm in New York at that point in time, I would go sit in front of Def Jam. That was my thing to do. But Guns was in Def Jam, so we went over to sit over in front of Def Jam. I'm showing them Def Jam. Cole therapist had never been to Def Jam before. He said he never took advantage of that opportunity since he'd been up there. So we sitting in front of Def Jam and Guru walks out. I don't know who the fuck Guru is neither. You know what I'm saying? Because at this time, you need source magazines for that type of source of information. Rick used to read all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Rick like, yo, there go Guru. I'm like, who the fuck is Guru?
We hear Jay talking about Guru
Facts.
all the time.
So he like, that's the nigga that Jay be like, yo, Guru. Da-da-da. I'm like, word. So he's patting himself down like this, and you know what that mean? Nigga looking for a lighter. Nobody smoke, but J.I. We used to get on J.I. all the time about like, nigga, you need to leave them shits alone, them cancer sticks there, especially Big Rize. He be bombing them for that shit. But this the time that I'm like, J.I., tell me you got a fucking lighter. You know what I mean? So J.I. like, yeah. I'm like, nigga, hey, yo, Guru, you need a lighter? Yeah. That nigga, that made him come at least 20 steps to us.
Establish a relationship.
Facts. So while he's sparking up his cigarette, he just stood. When you're smoking, you're going to chill where you at. Mm-hmm. So he hitting the lighter, standing there with us, and he like, yo, what y'all doing? Just like shopping some music and shit? I'm like, nah, we here to film Corey Guns. He's supposed to be in there. We waiting on him to come out, and we got to film him in Baseline later on. Wow. This nigga says, I'm recording a session in there. So I'm like, oh, shit, this Scoop DVD shit.
That's
is
the section.
lady.
That's the section that you needed to be near.
Facts. So I'm like, word. He like, yeah, Guns should be down in a minute and everything. So, I'm one of them dudes who push the shit an extra mile. Because I know that door of opportunity will close on you quick. So I'm like, hey, Guru, Jay be in there? Jay was the president at that time of Def Jam. I'm like, Jay in there? He like, nah, but if y'all stick around, Jay pull up around 7-ish, you'll see the Maybach pull up. And me again, pushing it another, I'm like, everybody else mad quiet. Niggas ain't that talkative and shit. They just letting me go. And I was like, yo, you think Jay give me a drop? He like, hell no. He's like, man, Jay not giving you no drop, bro. He ain't doing no pitching neither. You catch him on a good day and say what up to you. He was like, but if you chill here, y'all will see him pull up. Fuck that, we chilling. Word. So he's like, I'll see y'all over there baseline. He go back in, Guns come down. I introduced Guns, the therapist. I introduced him to Rick, everybody. He like, yeah, well, y'all finna meet up with Rain in the Bronx? Because I'm finna head to the Bronx. I'm like, Rain ain't even answered his phone all day. He like, I'll call him. So we got back in touch with Rain, but I was telling him at that time, we not going nowhere. We waiting until Jay pull up. Guns was like, y'all niggas so down south. Like, y'all really finna sit? Hell yeah, nigga. So he was like, all right, I'll get up with y'all. So we stayed there, 7:05, 7:10, the Maybach pulls up on Def Jam.
So hold up, not to cut you off. This
Yeah.
is the same footage. You know I have Ronnie C up here for a straight Uncensored.
Yeah.
Is this the same footage that Ronnie C pulled out on
Yeah.
camera where
Yeah.
he showed a baseline footage of it was Cole in the back
Rapping.
Corey, yeah, but in this particular footage, Cole was just in the back, like within the doorway, and I think Corey Guns was rapping.
Was doing an interview
Absolutely.
with Rick.
And
Yeah.
you see Rain, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
then you see Cole in the back, and
Right.
then you also see yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen Ronnie C on the footage.
Yeah, he wasn't there with us. You know, Ronnie C was my chief editor because I didn't know how to edit footage. You know, I just picked the camera up. Rick, mom had bought him that camera for Christmas, and I was like, you ain't doing shit with this. Give me that camera. He gave it to me, and, you know, I started rolling with it. So, Ronnie C was, I don't know where he was, but he wasn't with us. He didn't come up to New York with us. But he edited all the footage for the
But
DVD.
see, that's why niggas sign NDAs. So you can't put that footage out.
Oh, yeah, he can't. He could try to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that shit ain't going. Like, Vlad had put, if you don't mind me speaking on this,
absolutely, yeah.
Vlad had got the footage, I'm assuming from a source. I gave Vlad 24 hours to take it down. It was down in maybe 6. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that shit got pulled quick. But that's the type of stuff people do. That's why in business now, I keep it strictly business with individuals. Because that type of shit, that super friend shit, will get you in some shit the way you and your friends not friends no more. You know? So to get back into the story and not to really, you know what I mean, hold on to that moment. But Ronnie C was not there. We inside we wait, the Maybach pulls up, J. Cole with me, therapist at the time, Rick, everybody. We all stuck like, oh shit. It's the one from the get the dirt off your shoulders. You know what I mean? So Jake hops out. I'm like, yo, what up, Jay? Turns around, throw the deuces to me. Cole jumping up and down. Oh shit, nigga. Jay just said, what up to you? Yo, shit lit. Word. So we chilling, we vibing off of that. Chili comes out at Def Jam. You know Chili from TLC.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get a drop from her. Fuck that. I don't care who she is. I'm trying to get a drop for this Scoop DVD. I go run her down. She jet behind Def Jam into some like little bodega or some shit. I'm like, she's a cornball. You know what I mean? Like at that time, that's how I felt. Like she on some cornball shit. We see the Maybach parked on the side. So I see the driver standing out with gloves on and a suit. I'm like, yo, I'm finna get this nigga on the DVD. He finna put the whole Maybach on. These niggas like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, nigga, watch. So I walk up to him. Hey, how you doing, sir? This your car? I know it's not his fucking car.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get, you know what I mean, in there and not trying to be on some shit that'll make him shut me down. So he like, I wish, old black dude. He like, I wish, man, now I drive for somebody real important. I bet you couldn't guess who it is. I'm like, nah, man, this joint nice, though. He like, Jay-Z, y'all know who he is? Everybody acting surprised. Yeah, wow, da-da-da. How long you been driving? He said like 15 years, some shit like that. Some wild shit, some wild number.
I like the way you did that. You made it about him.
Right.
So he can bring you in.
That's how you gotta move, right? So he fucked around and let us in the Maybach.
Wow.
So this is a story Cole never told. We in J Maybach, like looking all in there. He wouldn't let me film though. He was like, nah, I ain't trying to be on the cameras, you know. But y'all can look in. Man, we in this motherfucker. Smell like the richest shit you ever smelled in your life in the Maybach. And we all just looking through the Maybach like it's some normal shit. You know what I mean? So the first experience of Cole being around that whole Jay-Z environment was that day. This is less than 24 hours into us being woke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you done seen Jay, we've been in the Maybach, now we finna go to the studio. You know what I mean? So from there, we had the, David Blaine was down in New York, and Yeah, that's another story. How we got David Blaine all together. I got the footage. I don't think I brought that with me though. It'd be on the documentary. Me and Cole, Rick, and everybody. We made David Blaine thought no one know while he was underwater, holding himself under the water for the 24 hours and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, you see me and Cole in the footage wilding out, talking crazy and shit. Like if he ain't thought the 910, he was gonna be calling 911 and shit like that.
Wow. That
was Cole's words. I just okayed it. But we go to baseline. We get inside the baseline. At that time, I got the camera rolling. Let me see some of the footage so I can show you how we was getting it inside the baseline. Shit was kind of litty, man. Baseline was where it was at, bro. And this is the date and everything on here, you know what I'm saying, that you can see before Cole's, you know what I'm saying, rise and everything. It was May the 7th, 2006, you know what I mean? And here we are inside the baseline. Let's go like that. Boom.
Kid said he came prepared. He got the footage and everything.
Yeah, so that's us. With Rain inside of there, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we in there chilling on the couch like it ain't nothing, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? There go Rain right there. Rick over here in the corner, chilling and shit. And we talking about the David Blaine. We talking about the David Blaine holding himself underwater and shit. Rain like that nigga gonna die.
Wow,
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like, but you gonna see Cole in here in a minute. Here we go. Let's get to this. That's Cole with the producer Jay-Z a Dot Trying shirt on.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Chilling in Jay's studio at a young age. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's no cap. You know what I mean on that. But Rain was the one to go.
Mm-hmm.
We thought Rain was out.
So he was the one. So Rain
The
was
golden
the
child.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and my relationship with Rain made it like, oh shit, like Space coming out too. Well, Kid at the time, like he got the DVD shit. He rap. He cool with Rain. You know what I mean? That's how we was moving at that time. Rain was the go man. Cole wasn't even a ranked beat maker in our city at that time. So as you see in the footage, he shows up with I producer Jay-Z a Dot Trying shirt on. I'm like, this nigga gonna get us kicked out of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't be on a weirdo shit. Rick again, let him wear it. Fuck, bro. So I let him wear the joint. He couldn't get a haircut at the time. I had a hat. He asked me, could he rock it? Nigga, you could have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because he didn't have a cut.
Yeah, he didn't have a cut, so it threw the nigga the hat. He out there, you know what I mean, living his best life. You know what I mean? He getting the... I think he brought some beats up there to play inside. They had a little stereo in there and everything too. So while we in there chilling, I go in the back because Rain come get me and is like, Guns want you to come in the back. Mm-hmm. No camera, no nothing. He just wanted me to come in the back because he was listening to some beats, picking out shit for an album or something. So I go inside the booth. Now I'm in the booth where the magic happens, right? They out there with the camera. That's where you get the footage of Rick is recording. I guess Cole was like, yo, I want to get some footage inside this motherfucker. So Rick gets him freestyling inside of there. And in that verse, what's crazy is, I know a lot of people, if they ever seen that footage on YouTube, he says, a son came up out of that womb, the Star's Born. Later on, the first song he was ever on with Jay was Every Day a Star's Born. Mm-hmm. You know, so, you know what I mean? And he kept saying in there, that's going to be me one day, yo. You know, so I'm a firm believer in spirituality, universe puts the stars in line. That moment, Rain told me from that day, Cole built a relationship with somebody inside of there. It was a dude to get you inside the door, buzz you in the door and shit. Cole built a relationship with him. We was inside of the booth with guns. Cole built a relationship. That's how that whole thing sparked off with him and the Jay-Z and knowing what Jay would be. I don't know who that guy is. You know, I'm not good with names. Yeah. Rain has said it to me, but you know, really... he said it and I was like, word, that's what's up. But so when Jay would come to baseline, I guess that's when Cole would wait outside there or whatever, but he had a drop inside that would let him know these type of things from that day forward. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it was just that Fayetteville unity, man. That's what allowed me to go off on a limb. And thanks to Corey Guns for being a real one, letting me bring my peoples with me. Thanks to Rain for being a real one. Like I said, we could have battled and he could have said, fuck me forever. And I could have said fuck him forever, but it was a mutual respect after that battle that opened that door for me to even be able to, you know, bring them in there. So, yeah, that's the relationship me and Cole had from that day. And he would call me and always ask me to move to New York because the way I move, you know, things could happen. And that ain't my motto.
Well, listen, man, we're going to take another break. When we get back, we're going to talk about the relationship with Rain 910. We're going to talk about the relationship with Cole. And we're going to also talk about why wasn't Rain out of here like he's supposed to have been. You already know, so keep it locked right here, straight Uncensored, baby. Until then, listen to Ja Rule, baby.